GM Golf has found himself in some hot water recently, and we're going to talk all about that. Welcome back to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Let's dive into it. So I wish there was something I could do about this, but there's just going to be two wiener dogs playing in the background, so might just have to so I've got something I want to chat about today. Right before we do, these videos from Garrett have been absolute bangers. We've seen 2v2s, Corinna, Paige, Bob. We've seen Garrett versus Paige one-on-one. He just filmed with Claire Hogle. There have been some absolute bangers. The FP match, like this guy crouching up on 1 million subscribers. He's absolutely killing the game right now. This was a more entertaining video than I thought it was going to be. He really just knows how to bring people together. Like, I know he didn't create Bob and Paige, but I think he definitely had a hand in it, or at least bring them together into this video. The dude knows how to put entertaining people together. And so this is very cool to see. But that's just one side of what we want to talk about today. I got inspired to have a conversation about the female side of YouTube golf from the recent collaborations that have been happening on his channel. One of the reasons I got inspired to do that is because there really is identifiably a lack of female creators in the YouTube golf space. There are not a lot of ladies creating content. It's a lot of dudes. It's very male dominant. Now you have those who kind of like dip their toe in, like the Paige Spranics who posts, I mean, she has a big channel, don't get me wrong, she pulls 250,000 views, but she's not like posting multiple times a week and on the YouTube grind. It's like very much a side thing for her. Same with Claire, same with Grace, same with all these other YouTube golf girls that you've seen in GM Golf videos recently. There's not a real emergence of female creators at the moment. There's one that I get messaged quite a lot. Her name is Gabby Golf Girl. I get this message to me all the time by dads of daughters who say they're getting their daughters into the sport or the game of golf, or at least even the YouTube side of it, through watching her videos, which is really cool. So there's starts of it, but there's not much of it. And the answer to why, at least why I think, is something I think you might find interesting. I put my YouTube analytics up on screen here, which is the breakdown of my audience on YouTube. And one thing that'll jump out to you right away is that it's like 98% dudes, like such a majority. You might be thinking, well, it's just yours. It's not. I've cross-referenced these across YouTube Golf. This is the YouTube Golf audience. The only thing that differs between creators is like Good's audience might skew a little younger. My audience skews a little older, you know, whatever. Rick's might be a little more UK based, but the male to female percentage breakdown is almost identical across channels. It's very male dominated in the viewership. So that to me is like a quick answer as to why I think there aren't that many female creators. If there's not that many females watching YouTube Golf, then there's not that many females getting inspired to become creators within YouTube Golf. But I think that's definitely part of it. But the game has grown so much. The LPGA events, they're growing, the majors are growing. You know, you have stars coming out of that are, you know, global stars really. And so I think the ability for a female creator to break through is 100% there. But I really think it takes more than just coming out as a female creator. You have to do the same thing a male creator would have to do. You have to come and present a new and individual value prop, something that's different than what's already being created. Like if you come out and you just try to do, you know, what GM Golf does and Grant Horvath and Rick Shields and just play matches and do one club challenges and all this kind of stuff, like what's in my bag videos, like it's just, nobody's gonna care. Like that's not, you're not doing something different. You really have to approach, and I give this advice to any creator, the same way Bob Does Sports broke through, which is come out with a different and unique value prop, something that nobody else is doing, right? They brought that comedic kind of shooting above 100 aspect to the golf YouTube world, and it blew up. And that's because they did something different that nobody else is doing. So if a female creator didn't want to break through on a major scale, that would be my advice. I would love to see it. I think it would be good for the community. I think it would obviously help to grow the game, which is something I think YouTube Golf does a really, really good job at, is introducing it to a younger generation. And I think if young girls in the YouTube Golf or in the golf world had these creators to look up to, similar to guys, they would get more inspired to get into the game, which is just a win-win overall. But anyways, that's my kind of take on that. I thought it was an interesting conversation to have given the recent collaborations in GM Golf. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Safe to say, GM Golf has been putting himself in some pretty hot water recently. Isn't that right? I'll see you guys in the next one.